Hello folks, Richard Johnson here, welcome to Axis and Allies. A fantastic game, extremely fun, and it's about Second World War, so why not play it? This is what I'm playing right now at the moment when Warthunder is uploading, and it was an astonishingly huge 7 gigs it was wanting to update. So that will take me a whole lot of long time to upload, which means that I am going to play lots of offline games instead. I hope you all have played this game. If not, please check it out. It is I was going to say a swear word. Fan-something-tastic. You can play as Russia, USA, Britain, Germany or Japan in different maps. You saw right there the IS-3 rolling by. Yes, they have those. Joseph Stalin 3. In this game they have, as you can see there, Lee also and all that. Or that maybe wasn't Lee. Anyhow, Churchill's, German Tigers, lots of planes and all that. Badly though, there aren't any naval vessels when you're playing this game. Sure, you can use them in a campaign or so, but you cannot deploy or build any of them. So yeah, let's take a quick look at everything and then jump into a game. Right, first let's just press single player. You can either do a campaign or you can do a custom or the World War II. World War II is you play as a nation during the war, different missions and all that. Or you can do the single player campaign as the Allies or the Axis. I played as the Axis a little bit, and I will going to do the Battle of El Alamein. But I'm not gonna play the campaign for now. I'm gonna play a custom game. A custom game, you can set up your team independently, how many teams you want and all that. You can change the random map, you can change the map size, which type of map, maybe Alaska, North Africa, Ukraine, how the map should look, and experience money and all that. You can take a scenario map as one of the maps that you might be playing as in the campaign. Save games, films, you can watch last films and all that, and then just launch the game. Multiplayer, yes, you can play it over the internet, and you can LAN it with your friends, and it is fantastic, a fun game to LAN with your friends. It's a very strategic playing game also if you're facing good opponents. Editor, you can do your own map. I'm not gonna do that. Exit editor. I'm not good at that. I tried to make an own map. It worked, but it wasn't the most beautiful. Films, your kind of your replays and all that. Options, you can change your graphics, settings, and all that. It will run in 1920 times 1080 resolution. Credits, don't bother about that. Update, I have the latest one. So let's go for a single player custom game. Operation Market Garden. I want to play. I think it is Normandy Breakout. Yeah, let's go for Normandy Breakout. Time of day, let's go for night, more effective. Starting experience, let's go for 450. Fun war explored. City control, you can win by if you have to 100% city control. You win if you have 4% city control and all that. I don't want to have city control. It's just cheeky nearly. First one to rush the cities win, kind of. Difficult, normal, hard is extremely hard. Time of day, night, money. Let's gain. Set that to 1950. Wait, 1943. And 1944. That was Normandy D-Day. Right. Load. Let's see now how big teams we can have. I don't remember how 6 player size, right? Team 1. I forgot how you did it when you added teams and all that. Join team, no, that's observer. Shit, I forgot about this nearly. You should be able to add... Well, screw it. Okay, let's go for 3 versus 3. I will join team 1 and I will... let's see... There. As I said, Germany, Britain, Japan, Russia and United States. Germany have the King Tigers, Great Britain has good artillery, I think it is. Japan has fast tanks and all that. Russia has quite good heavy tanks and artillery. United States have the ferocious bombers and all that. So I think I'm gonna go for United States because in the end artillery is kind of the key to victory nearly. I want to have Japan and Great. I want to have Russia on my side actually. And we're gonna fight against Great Britain and Germany, and they will get the Japan also. I'm gonna set one of them to medium, easy, and no, I'm not gonna set one of those to hard. Then you can choose which like commander you want to be, or admiral and all that. They have different like special abilities. Like Arnold here has carpet bombing, propaganda. Eisenhower has mechanized advanced, lend-lease and all that. Nimitz has atomic bomb and economic aid. Patton has mechanized. So it's often Eisenhower or Arnold. Carpet bombing or atomic, or Nimitz I mean, or atomic bomb. The propaganda, secret agent, economy aid, assembly line, corps recognition. I will go for Nimitz. And then they can be random, all of those. So that looks like it's done. Let's press launch. It loads very fast. You start with your own HQ and you gotta build different buildings to unlock different things. This building you can you recruit infantrymen. This one you can recruit airborne divisions, either on the ground or with paratrooping. Mechanized is half tracks, anti-tank vehicles and more like half track and vehicles. Armor division is often only tanks, and you can see that this one unlocks airfield, this one unlocks tanks, things and all that. So different houses and different buildings unlock different things, and then these cogwheels are upgrades. So you can build different vehicles and different buildings. I mean, a different building has a different upgrades, which will inflict I mean, your troops and your tanks and your airplanes and all that differently. I'm gonna recruit a scout patrol. They are very light, very mobile, and they doesn't cost anything and are very fast to produce, because I want that town down there to the southeast to get some extra income. You can see here, this one will get oil production, anti-aircraft and all that. Changing your column, your behavior of the group will inflict your speed and your attack damage and all that stuff. Unpack that one over there. Let's get an airfield. I'm gonna get maybe 4 airfields in the end, but that's because you can have 2 bombers per airfield active at the same time, which means then I will have 8 big B-17s bombing their base. I think it is 2, or if it is 2 per group, so there's 4 per airfield. I'm gonna have them a little bit away from the base, since the enemies are up here to the northwest or north, and which means that if they're coming with planes and so on, they will go over the entire base to get to them, so they want to be able to destroy my airfield if it's up here. Because up here I will have loads of different anti-aircraft guns and all that, which you need an engineer regiment for. No, I'm talking very fast here now, because it's a very fast-paced game actually. Actually, that's only what I think. Maybe it's just because I'm stressed. You can see different on the buildings here. This armor division gives you a plus 12, plus 5, plus 8, plus 3 in the production and all that. And and I'm just gonna place them out there. Right, doesn't have enough money. And the mechanized division gives you +5/+5 and +4 instead. So different buildings give you different extra income of money. +12 on every one of them. So each of these buildings I will get 12 plus more money, or dollars, or what you like to call them, each. Like, yeah, you can see there. I think that's per minute. Yeah, so per minute I will gain 155 plus 12. That's 167. Get some anti-aircraft battery stationed.
Let us have the courage never to give up.
Right, we got the town. Let's now run up to this town and scout a little bit. It's often over this crossing that we will face the enemies, and if you are lucky to push and win, it's then over this crossing. It's rarely the computer uses this crossing down to the left here, but we have an ally station down here, so he will often use that one. So first thing first, we need to push up and get this crossing. That's why we changed it so the trucks and tanks be so fast as possible, and they want to run, which will increase the speed a little bit even more. Get a medium tank regiment, and let's see if we can get some half tracks or something like that later on. Very good against infantries and all that. Get it. You need loads of these to take down planes when they come. Since, as you maybe saw at the aircraft here, is the airport, airfield, airport, whatever you call them. Escort. Bombers can have escorts. It doesn't cost you anything extra and all that. It's just that you, they will have. I will have Mustangs escorting my planes, so they can shoot at anti-aircraft guns and all that. And if the enemies are sailing around our base, we will have fighters up in the air defending. So if the bomber with escorts come in, my fighters will have to shoot down their fighters and bombers, which means that if you have escorts, it will be harder for them to shoot down your bombers. You want to increase the bombers' attack value, and bombers grants ability to drop napalm and so on. I mean, I love the Americans' airfields and planes. They do inflict a whole lot of damage. Enemy. You can see that you don't see that very far. They are getting chased by something. See if we can take them out, make them retreat. Don't want to have them on our side. If you attack them long enough, or kill enough of them, they will lose like morale and so on, which will make them then flee or retreat. You need to use this to change the speed to make your guns like reach them. Then you can attack them a little bit. There, now they are retreating, which means we can now run up and help our other soldiers. Because they will never win against an engineer regiment alone. Yeah, now the AI is dealing with them. They will have one trooper left. This blue line here is the resupply line, or something like that you can call it. The more buildings you have close to the line, the more the line will move. So you can get lots and lots of these supply depot truck. They do not cost anything about the building limit. So what you can do is just massively increase them and build them along and moving your supply line up to this station or position where you have your tanks and trucks. Right, we won the first crossing, we're now trying to defend the second one. As you can see, they are not resupplying or gaining health and all that. They need to get into this green line. You can use the green line on allies also, and when you're capturing a town, it will gain instead a green line around the town, as long as enemies do not like capture it and all that. Some more anti-aircraft guns. Right, let's move those. We have 4 of them. One, start with you over there. Upgrade a little bit bomber fighter values, 75 only, 100, yeah. Right, there is one of their bases. Our ally engineers discovered them, so now we know where we will drop bombs. You can drop bombs on this building, even though not like revealed as the fighters, because we know the positions and all. And what they're actually doing is like dropping bombs on their position, and we know that there is a building there. What they can do is they can deassembling the building and move it over here and assemble it. So when our planes come, they will spot this location, and the building will be like removed from there. Right, we've got our tanks here also now. Sweet. You can see that the line now has moved. We're gonna need much more of those. Let's see. Yeah, we got it. Let's see, a little bit of damage. We can move them quickly. No, we can move the troops home a little bit. As you can see, the enemies are fighting together in huge groups always, since it's a computer, but that's what they're doing. They're often using everything in one huge group and just pushing with it. There. Let's set the airfield 1 and airfield 2 to the buttons, which means that we now have short, fast commands to enable them. This will be hard, we don't have enough troops, kind of. Let's use airfield number 1, A is the button. Use it on artillery. Airfield number 2, A is the button. Costs 150. 150 is only for the Americans. I don't know if it's 150 for maybe the Japanese also, but 100 is for Germans, 150 is for the Americans. That's what I know or remember for now. You see they are retreating. We need to retreat with everything. First recon infantry regiment. Here's our fighters, B-17 with Mustangs. Doing lots of damage to them. Here's our second wave. Need tanks and those to resupply. Excellent. Making them retreat. Retreat, yeah. They are retreating to us. No, retreating. Need to get heavy tanks, which we can unlock at the motor pole. There we have it. Heavy tanks cost 100. Unlock those. See what we can unlock next. Artillery, infantry, tanks, attack value. That's what we want. 150 is the cost price. Cost price, something like that. Gyro stabilized tank guns. You can, if you're playing online, or if you're playing with an experienced player, you can see that he has like spammed his base full of tank regiment, tank HQ, and mechanized HQ and all that, just to have a super income of the money. Gonna put them both there if they are like just maybe being able to shoot the first one. Right, we have the second crossing now. At least for now, we're holding it. Our bases, the bombers have resupplied. They are ready to. We have 2 out of 2 enabled or able to drop some more bombs. Let's get another anti-tank, perhaps. I wonder if it is the Hellcat those anti-tanks are using. Yep, the Hellcats. Medium tanks has the Sherman. M4A1 Sherman. And the M4A2 Sherman as group leader, group commander. They have the Staghound and M3A1s. Very good versus troops. Right, they are retreating. Gonna, was it 400 from airbase? Yep, 400. So let's take out a heavy tank regiment and drop some bombs then on the northwest base. See if we can like establish an army over here and then push southwest with another one and then up into the base while we're dropping bombs on them. See if we can take the northwest crossing. It's very hard to take both crossings with one if you're being like one team. As you can see, the AI is like running around it over here and there. They're stationed with troops everywhere and all that. So it's more or less you playing and they are supporting, sometimes pushing. From time to time they're pushing a little bit. Running our way with them a little bit so they can resupply, hopefully. Those troops are taking the battery while we are resupplying. Holy smoses. Send in some planes to help us out. We will probably not hold this off. How's the heavy tanks doing? Let's make them run up. Grenade. Lost them, damn it. Yeah, it's more or less just spamming troops and pushing hard with them. See, we can move up the engineers to position some artillery battery. Friendly engineers are doing what they can to save the building. Actually kind of good since they're holding them off, more or less. I mean making them they are, what the hell are you see that doing? They are keeping them busy, that's what I meant. They're repairing it faster than they can destroy it. Let's see if we can fight some of their tanks off. It's a priest, I think. M7 priest, yep. Right, we got some heavy tanks now. It's the Sherman, I believe. M26 Pershing, sorry, and the Sherman Pershing is Sherman as the leader. Brits there, as Japanese, I mean, they have the K2 as medium tank and Chiha. Get back here. Russians have the, no, that was Japanese. There's the Russians. They have T-34s and KV-1 as a squad leader or platoon leader. We might need to push on a little bit now. You can see the little mark there. There's first anti-tank half-tank regiment has gained experience, which means that they are a little bit better on everything. So the more they combat, the more they fight, the more experience they'll get, and they will like rank up, and which will make them even more better in combat. So you can produce some more heavy tank regiments, making the outpost there, because they will, their whole squad will be like they are like, you get one tank from the heavy tank HQ, and on the way, as long as it is in this supply area, you will like produce more tanks. You don't have to wait outside the building to do it. As you can see, everyone is like resupplying and gaining health and getting full on their crew slots. So I would say, oh, we have atomic bomb now, awesome. But it doesn't do anything unless you are continuous to attack them, because if you just use the atomic bomb, you will destroy some of the buildings and damage very much on every one of them. But if you don't continue the attack to destroy the buildings completely, they will just repair them, and it was just a waste of victory points, experience. I believe these are experience points.
When do we get some R&R, sir? We'll be there.
Don't know what the Hokey artillery is doing. T-70 Ursus. Nice. Where is our tanks? There they are. Speed up, boys.
Yes, sir.
Maybe it's time to get another armor division, if you just had money, so we can get a faster money income. Here they are. Awesome. Join the others. It's not often that you succeed on destroying a regiment or so, since when they are very low on health and losing many tanks and so on, they will just run away. As you can see, they are now running away, and you often don't have the speed to catch them. Here they come again. So they run away, resupply and all that, and then they attack again. So, as I said, often you don't have time to catch them, so what you will do is with one regiment you will like drive high speed right into them, or maybe behind them, so when they are retreating you are already in place with your tanks to like continuously to fire on them when they are trying to retreat, god damn it, a little bit further distance. So let's see, let's give us a new armor division, and I think actually going to go for the northeast base first, so that's like directly up. So let's send away, drop the bombs there, drop the bombs there. 150, yeah, I didn't think, I always think that it costs 100. Right, so let's push up with those. Select, Airfield base number 2, drop bombs there. Since the bombs have splash radius, I will now damage both of them and the troops that is on the ground if there are any there. As I dropped one over here, I will damage both of them and the anti-aircraft, and if there are any troops here. As you can see now, they are not doing super damage to the buildings since I not dropped the bombs between them, but they are doing any damage. So at least they're doing damage to all of them. So if I will be able to attack them, as I thought I could do now, but I was failing since they counter-attacked me, I would then have been able to take down both of them much faster. Well, they survive at least, the Byzantines, but they suffer some serious damage. As well was their buildings, but
What are your orders? Take 'em out.
they are repairing them very fast.
We will do what must
I'm
be done.
very keen to move my supply line all the way up to this crossing. Infantry division, oops, this is not looking very good. They attack me from both sides. So you two take out those, you two take out those.
Enemy. Yes, sir. Requesting instructions.
It's time to retreat actually.
Redeployment in progress.
Run, bitch! And let's produce... Nope, don't have the money. I was saying let's produce some new regiments.
You need something, sir? On the job.
Oh damn, this is not looking good. Look at that. They are retreating after I gave them the commands, which means that they are aborting the run home.
What are your orders? Clear the road. Yes, sir. Coming through.
We lost anti-tank. We have only 3 heavy tank divisions or regiments left.
Coming through. What are your orders? Coming through. Clear the road. Clear the road. Yes, sir. Coming through. Coming through. Yes, sir. What are your orders? When do we get some R&R, sir? On the job. What are your orders?
Could just resupply and let's try it over again, where we have a little bit more tanks, since we're now gonna produce a second heavy tank division regiment.
What are your
And
orders?
you guys and girls, just attack if you can. Maybe I should use atomic bomb here on them to get rid of all the troops. I'm thinking of it. I'm going to do it. There. Boom, shakalaka bitch. And they're coming with more. So they are wasted 2000 XP costs.
Get some R&R, sir. Yes, sir.
It is hard. This game is actually very hard. It can take some serious long time when you're playing a medium or hard or anything like that. Or if you're just new to the game, I have nearly forgotten everything about the game, so it took me a while to remember it.
Get some R&R, sir. What are your orders? Take 'em out.
I mean, look at this. They are just pouring in with tanks. But my ally somehow is driving around down here. Don't know why. Let's see if we can give them some commands. Team commands. Ally team commands. Attack. Here. Hopefully it will do something.
Yes, sir. Clear the road. What are your orders? What are your orders? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What are your orders? Yes, sir. Coming through.
Where's there? They
What are
are.
your orders?
Finally they got here.
Coming through. Yes, sir. What are your orders? Coming through. Yes, sir.
Now I can see all the allies are pushing together. They're just ramming this location. But I actually should have said attack there. And they will just crush towards that position.
Clear the road. What are your orders? Yes, sir. Coming through. Clear the road.
And I will move the supply line for them
When do we get some R&R, sir? On the
up here.
We'll be there. Yes, sir. Clear the road. On the job. Yes, sir.
See, we can at least crush one base very fast.
Coming through. Do you need something, sir?
And you can see I'm only +1 on ammunition, now I'm +6. Compensating that, you need to build an ammo depot truck, and just deploying that. Supply line have now increased some more.
We'll be there. What are your orders? Coming through.
And just, yeah, now I've gone plus some even more, so now you're just gonna put it out somewhere. Don't actually even have to do it, but still, just put it out somewhere and you're good to go. Mechanized HQ vehicles, more health, like what I hear.
What are your orders? Engage an enemy. We'll be there. We'll be there. We'll be there. What are your orders? What are your orders?
Now drop bombs there and there again, and you can also drop bombs there. Send out 3 airplanes, 3 bombers, and 2, 4, 6 fighters. Let's drop out one more when it is ready. Can drop it over here.
Yes, sir. Clear the
Run away and resupply.
Yes, sir. Coming through.
So I have full strength.
When do we
We have
get
our
some
engineers over here.
We'll be there.
Follow up with them, position some artillery battery.
We'll be there.
Don't have the money, definitely do not have the money. You can see how bombers is doing very well. We really need to push right now to actually destroy their base.
Engage an enemy. Take him out.
One of them is retreating somehow. Cowards. Oh, look at this damage they are doing. This is what I don't like to see. They counter-attacking where we have no defense now at all. So there are some things in this game that is kind of risky. Like when you're attacking.
Yes, sir. What are your orders? Engage an enemy. Yes, sir. Clear the road. Engage an enemy.
Hopefully they either fall back. Oh no, our supply line will be shut off. Oh no, no they won't. Damn it, I hate stuff like this. Do we have any airplanes ready? Nope. 2 of them are ready, but still we can't use them. Not yet. Now we can. Right, A. Drop bombs on the tank destroyers.
Yes, sir. Coming through.
Fall back, run away, resupply, try again. As I said, it is really hard actually.
On the job.
Move away with those in case they find us. Don't destroy that building too fast. I need the supply
Yes, sir. Clear the
for my
road.
tanks.
Coming through.
Oh, sweet Jesus and Mary and Joseph. Oh, no shit! The supply line is broken. Fuck it. Which means we can no longer resupply our tanks. So let's take one of these. Move them down there.
Do you need something, sir? Yes, sir. Clear the road.
I feel like we have failed. Doesn't feel like we are winning this. At least not in the closest hour. But yeah, I hope you get a feeling of what this game is and how the game is working, and hopefully you have got a taste for the game and willing to like try it out.
Something, sir. On the job.
And with that said, leave a like if you enjoy this game. I don't think they have an own web page access and analyze and all that, so you have to Google around for yourself to find it out. And
Take 'em out.
yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed it. Comment in the sections below if you have played it, what your online name is and all that, and maybe we can fight together or against each other. So if you just wanna describe or ask a very good question, describe a good battle I meant, and ask a good question. But yeah, favorite also if you would like to. I'm surely going to, but you will not notice it since my private is my favorite is kind of private and all that. But yeah, still leave a like if you enjoyed it and all that, and follow my stay tuned for more videos. And I see you guys and girls in the next video of whatever I make. But till that time, take care of each other now, and bye bye then.